Easy Explain Utilitarianism by John Stuart Mill, chapters 3 and 4. I'm going to provide a pretty cursory overview of these two chapters. Not a ton that I'm going to say here. Really just going to look at Mill's defense of happiness as the ultimate ends here. So let's look at chapter 3 of the ultimate sanction of the principle of utility. So what is that here for Mill? It's going to be happiness, right? And defending that happiness for everyone. That everyone can feel happy. So Mill says the ultimate sanction, therefore, of all morality, external motives apart, being a subjective feeling in our own minds, I see nothing embarrassing to those whose standard is utility in the question, what is the sanction of that particular standard? We may answer the same as of all other moral standards, the conscientious feelings of mankind. Right? We want to feel good about what we're doing for others. We want to make sure that other people feel good. This is what morality is all about, right? Here's this ultimate sanction. This is the good thing. This is the boon for prioritizing utility in our morals, in our ethical theory. So that's it for chapter 3. Let's move on to chapter 4, where Mill considers of what sort of proof the principle of utility is susceptible. And let's look at desirable ends. What are the desirable ends here of the principle of utility? So Mill says the utilitarian doctrine is that happiness is desirable, and the only thing desirable as an end. All other things being only desirable as means to that end. Right? So, again, we're really putting this priority on happiness. We're really defending that priority. That is the most desirable end for both ourselves and for others. And everything is just a means to that end, as long as we can increase the greatest possible happiness for as many living things as possible. Right? That's what we're looking at. And then we'll actually consider his proof here. Right? This is the big defense coming closer to the end of chapter 4. Mill goes on to say that no reason can be given why the general happiness is desirable, except that each person, so far as he believes it to be attainable, desires his own happiness. Universal fact here for Mill. This, however, being a fact, we have not only all the proof which the case admits of, but all which it is possible to require that happiness is a good, the good, right? Happiness for Mill cannot be denied as being the good. That each person's happiness is a good to that person, and the general happiness, therefore, a good to the aggregate of all persons. So this is really where he's driving happiness, the desire for happiness, the ends of happiness. He's really driving in as an ethical end, as an ethical good thing here, right? Not only should we be promoting and fostering this for ourselves, we should also be looking out for others, right? This general happiness, this striving for it, this attainment of it, this is a good for all people, and we should be doing what we can to promote it and foster it for all people. So, pretty cursory overview of chapters 3 and 4. We're going to get a little more into the weeds coming up next in chapter 5, but for now, hope this helps.